Hey everyone, Sarah here today with my first layout with the home sewn kit from Color Rush Studio. And we actually have a sketch this month and I am playing with that sketch today. Here I decided to pick a white cardstock base. And then I chose this plaid. I love plaid, just so you know. I love pattern. And so I went ahead and grabbed this plaid and I'm cutting it down to where there's some of the white showing around it. And I am going to cut a circle out of the center. I'm not sure I really like this tool because every time I use it, it never stays like it slides. I think I broke it somehow. I don't know. So yeah, I don't think I'll use it much, but I messed up while I was using it. And so one side of the circle was not even. And I had to cut it off, you see. So I'm going to go ahead and really rough the inside of the circle up. It doesn't really matter in the end. You can't really see it, so it's not a big deal. But here I went ahead and roughed it up, and I pulled some fun foam out of my stash, which I'm not going to make you watch me do all of it. But I pulled some fun foam out of my stash, and I went ahead and backed the entire thing. I wanted it to be backed well so that I didn't have to worry about it being pushed in or warping or anything like that. So here I'm going to go ahead and glue the pieces down, and then I will add glue to the other side, and I will stick it to my white cardstock. I'm trying to figure out if it looks, it's plaid. It doesn't really look any different, sorry. But I was flipping it around here and there to see what I thought. I went ahead and pressed that down. Because I used the liquid glue, I was able to move it around a little bit and adjust it to where I wanted it. And I'm sitting there. I also have someone I'm talking to on FaceTime on my computer. And we're just kind of scrapping together. So every once in a while, you'll see me reach over there and mess with my computer. This is a butterfly from my stash. I had ran one of my dies through my Sizzix a long time ago. So I have a bunch of these just in my stash. And I decided I wanted to use it. I mean, this is pictures of my daughter out and about at a park. And I knew I was going to use other butterflies on my layout. So I went ahead and grabbed that. I also added some foam behind the picture of my daughter at the bottom of the slide. After the other one is her at the top of the slide. So, and here I'm going to go ahead and rough up the edges of the pattern paper that I have popped up. Because that's just kind of what I do. I do really love this kit this month. It is, I loved last month's kit as well, but I love this, like the colors and stuff. It's so sweet. I went ahead and pulled out some velveteen glaze from my stash, and it's in a blue, night sky, and there's blue in this plaid. And it's not very bold. It's not going to stand out like the pink and the purples do. So what I did is I went ahead and painted this with that velveteen glaze in that blue color so that I would have a little more of the blue brought in. And so that's what I'm doing here. I'm using very little so it doesn't take long to dry. I just got a paintbrush, dipping in very little and just brushing it back and forth. I'll rinse my paintbrush, and I'm actually going to pull in some glitter glaze as well and add that on top so it has a little sparkle to it. And yeah, I just like the little bit of sparkle. I just thought I'd add a little mixed media to it, but without adding it to the actual background, because of the fact that I did have the pattern paper as the pop-up. Without adding something to that, like clear gesso or something like that, it would cause it to warp more. So I went ahead and just did a little bit of it with that little butterfly. And here I'm going to go ahead and stick my, just lay everything back on there. I'm going to start going through the embellishments, and you see I pulled out the little butterflies because I am going to use those. This says all kinds of amazing. It's a piece of vellum from the Poppy and Pear collection that I am playing with here. I'm pulling out different pieces of florals. Those are the gold pieces. They're gorgeous. And they just layer so well with everything. There's purple flowers, yellow flowers, pink, or the greeny color. The yellow ones are gorgeous too. And there's a whole sheet of paper in here that has all those yellow flowers on it that I just put up there to the left. They're gorgeous. I thought that I was going to use these trees. I thought I was going to use those over there to the side, and that's what was going to be there. Those do not end up staying. And oh my gosh, these. Probably not the way I won't use them like this always, but I love these cork pieces. I swear these are some of my favorite things. I cannot wait to use the little houses, really. But I love the cork pieces, sorry. I went ahead and pulled these butterflies out. I thought that I was going to use the yellow and the pink. That does not stay. I do use the pink. But you'll see me move things around and change things up here in a minute. I'm going to go ahead and pull this butterfly back because it's dry, and I'm going to glue it down to my layout. Honestly, this also stops me from having so much white space in there right around, you know, my photos and everything by putting that butterfly in there. I'm going to go ahead and add some glue to the very top of this, the part that's going to tuck under my photo so that the glue doesn't show and you can't see it. And then I'm going to start playing with these again and move my photo a little bit. I'm just going to hem-haw around with things pretty much. Just mess with it and see if I want to move it. And then I'm like, okay, well, that's stuck. I can't move that now. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to pull this tree up. I decided to go with one of the ones that was more circular. And I'm going to go ahead and take the backing off of that because it does come with sticky stuff or sticker. It's a sticker pretty much, a cork board sticker. And I pulled that off and stuck it down and then went ahead and layered my florals on top of it. Here I'm doing the same thing over here on this side behind my photo before I stick my photo down. I'm going to go ahead and add some glue to the back of this and add it to the back of this other one. And I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to keep messing around with the bits and pieces here to the left-hand side of the photo. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but at that point I knew I didn't want the trees. And then I found that flower in there. It's a large flower, and I'm okay with that. It's the perfect, it matches the larger portion of the plaid that's pink. And so I figured that's perfect. I'll do that. And it also looks like kind of like maybe the butterfly might be sitting on it. My brain, that's how it works. So I'm going to go ahead and start gluing these things down. And again, most of the time when I glue things down, I only put glue on a small portion of it, like one end, like right here. I just put it on the stem and I stuck it under. That way some more dimension continues to stay on the layout. Things pop up a little bit. They don't all stay down. And when you get things wet, a lot of the time they'll make things curl up a little bit. And to me, that makes stuff on the layout look more dimensional because it automatically makes the ends that have no glue on them pop back up a little bit. That's what I see at least. So here I went ahead and put the pink butterfly up at the top right. I tried to put the yellow butterfly over there by the big butterfly. Didn't like it. Didn't like it down by the yellow flower either. So I moved it. And then I grabbed the green flower or the green butterfly. And that worked perfectly right there. It's just so cute. And it's so soft. It's such a soft green. And it matches that one, the title piece that says all kinds of amazing. So I decided to go ahead and do that. I'm going to rough things up a little bit, rip the paper a little, and make it a little more uneven. And erase a little mark that I had put on the paper on accident. And then, of course, I'm trying to find a way to get some more of that cork in there. But I decided to go ahead and put it off to the side and leave it at that. I went ahead and grabbed my metallic watercolors, and I'm going to splatter some gold here and there. And when I know that I'm going to be far enough away from it, I won't cover up the photos. But you'll see me come back in and cover the photos again here in a second because I know I'm going to get a little bit closer to them. And I'm splattering a lot more at that point. So that finishes this layout. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Make sure to check out the Color Rush Studio Facebook page. I'll have it linked below. And we would definitely love for you to participate and play along with us. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. And have a great day. Bye!